Hey everyone, this is Al from Music Store Live. We're very lucky to have John Stowell in the studio with us today. We're going to ask him a few questions about music and jazz and see what he has to say. Before we close, I want to ask you about some of your non-jazz influences. You were talking about Jim Hall and Jimmy Weibel.
Yeah.
Musically, is there anything that really had a big impact on you that wasn't in that?
Yeah, I mean, I love classical music, and I've been listening to it since I was a little kid, although I've never studied a note of it. I mean, I can very badly play through one of the Bach violin partitas in B minor, which you can play with hybrid picking, actually.
Huh.
And maybe I'll do a little more of that over the years, but I think certainly some of that's come into my playing by osmosis. So I love the Baroque music. I love some of the 20th century composers, any of the folks probably late 19th, early 20th century, like Debussy, Ravel, Poulenc. I love Stravinsky and Bartók, and William Schumann, the American composer, and Roy Harris, and some of Copland, and some of Elliott Carter. Could I tell you what they're doing? Not really. I mean, it's kind of a dilettante, like a serious fan's appreciation, but have some little elements of any of that leaked into my playing somehow by osmosis? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little. And I'll continue to listen, and I love Brazilian music. I love some music from India. And I wouldn't say I'm an authority on any of those things, but I think if you listen to lots of things, some of that may somehow find a way into your playing. So I encourage people to try to be eclectic if they're comfortable doing it. Certainly be open-minded and try to listen.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned Elliott Carter, and we were talking earlier about musicians who are in their 80s and 90s, and they're still...
He composed all through his
he was
90s.
103.
And he was active almost until he died, I think. God bless him.
Yeah, so I think it might have something to do with music, too,
Well, I mean, I think one of the best recipes for longevity, besides having good luck and good genetic disposition and taking care of yourself, is having a passion in life, and that keeps you going. And that's why there are lots of old musicians, I think, doing well. So if you can find something you love, terrific.
Yeah, definitely. Well, John, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you, John.
My pleasure.